Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm so glad to have you here with me today. Let me just adjust the volume a bit. If you are new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to make any requests that you have. We start things off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. And then at about the 1 hour mark, we transition into a beautiful Reiki session that you can receive wherever you are and whenever you happen to be watching this, if you're watching the replay. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. It's wonderful to see you again, and thank you so much for your ongoing support. If you have not checked out the tarot for all 12 signs for August, all of them are up with the exception of Cancer. I will be adding that ASAP, but life is what it is. But yeah, I'm so happy to have you here. Let's go ahead and we'll dive into the grid in just a moment. Just a reminder, today's Wednesday, so I do have a hard cutoff time because I teach my Reiki classes this evening. On that note, if you want to learn more about my live online Reiki certification classes, or if you want to schedule yourself a distance healing session or tarot reading, or if you want to shop my crystals, go ahead over to learnreikiphiladelphia.com. And it's also linked in the description. You can also find links in the description to my social media as well as my email newsletter. So let's go ahead and start building that grid. Awesome. Let's see. Okay, so let's go here. Let's just even this out a bit. Awesome. Awesome. So let's see who we have. We have Chris, Susan, Patty, maybe Key in spirit, Joanna, Lila, Jennifer, and Violet Integration. Taryn, welcome in. And yeah, welcome in everybody. So let's go ahead and start diving in. You can request by the intentions that you have, or you can request specific stones or a little bit of both. If I have the stone you request, I'll absolutely add it. Let's see. Jennifer, intentions, manifesting, finding a house, communication, energy, and divine timing. And I saw you requested a couple of stones. So honey calcite, blue lace agate, sugilite, cinnabar, fire opal. You got it. So let's do that. So honey calcite, blue lace agate, cinnabar, fire opal. And here we go. So cinnabar is a really powerful stone that helps to attract customers to a business. And Jennifer has a business. In fact, you can check it out. If you Google Belladonna's Botanicals, you can go right to her website, and she's got some amazing stuff. I have your crystal grid activating spray, and it's lovely. I love the smell, and it's so powerful. So cinnabar, which actually is in this specimen, but the only cinnabar in it are those little red dots. And the reason there's so little cinnabar in here, it's not because of the value of the stone, it's because of the hazards of the stone. It's very highly toxic. It's mercury. But we have used mercury for centuries, not realizing how dangerous it was. But this is still thought today to really attract customers to a business. It is very powerful manifester for that, but just, be careful using it for sure. And that's actually why you'll see specimens that have very little of it in there. So it's like just enough to be there and be present. Opal is a wonderful crystal of protection, especially if you're doing any kind of healing work or magical work. If you're doing really well-intentioned work that's going to be helpful in healing, this helps to, in a way, cloak you or protect you from being noticed by energies, entities that have very different aims on things. So it's very protective. Kind of hides you in plain sight. Blue lace agate is great for everything having to do with the throat, especially communicating really difficult emotions and things that are challenging to speak about. It's also helpful for fractures as well as arthritis. So we'll bring this in. These are so tiny. I just put them in spiral. By the way, that spiral is made of copper. Copper helps to get the energy flowing and breaks up blockages. Honey calcite helps with remaining optimistic when things are a little bit challenging. And it also helps to attract the people who would be a good match and a good fit for us. Hold on one moment. Sorry about that. It helps attract the right people that are a good match for us right here and now. So whether it's new colleagues, friends, neighbors, romantic partners, these are the folks that would really be a good match in terms of boundaries, in terms of energies. This is a wonderful stone that helps with both the sacral and the solar plexus chakra. Sacral is the center of relationships, and solar plexus is your individuality, your you, all the things that make you who you are, and also bringing your will forward into the world. Sugilite is a very powerful stone that is connected to unity and collective consciousness. This reminds us that we are all interconnected. We are all one, and it's a very high vibrational stone of the crown and third eye chakras, which are the centers of connection to divinity and all that is, as well as our perception beyond our eyes' ability to see and our ears' ability to hear, so intuition. So we're going to bring that in too. Good to have you here. I also see that you had a manifestation, and so I just feel like Herkimer needs to come in today. Herkimer diamond is a type of clear quartz, and it helps definitely with manifesting and just intuition and feeling connected with spirit as well. It helps with connection to divine timing and being in the present moment, as well as helping metabolism and even helping to balance energy that just feels like it can't quite harmonize. So we'll bring that in. So I hope that helps. All the best on finding your home. As you know, I'm also manifesting my home, so yeah, I'm working with Herkimer too. It's a very well balanced way of manifesting. It's this in the present moment, grateful for what you have, and looking towards your next steps at the same time. It's a very well-rounded stone. So awesome. Thank you for being here. Violet integration, intention of patience and surrender, as well as quick boost in finances because medical bills are coming in. Absolutely. And let's see if I missed anyone coming in. Nope. Okay. So I will get to everyone's requests. Joanna and your friend Tracy. Hello to both of you. I will do my best to get to everyone's requests today before we have to go over into the Reiki. So let's see. So patience and surrender. Oh, hello. We have a visitor. Oh, hello, kitten. Hello. Do you want to say hi to everyone? You're so warm. Were you sitting in a sunspot? Yeah. That's Hattie saying hi to everybody. So let's see. Patience, we have Demorderite. Oh, somebody just wanted some pets. Quick boost in finances. We've got Red Tiger Eye. And surrender. Let's go ahead with Moonstone. That feels intuitively like the one that wants to come in for that. Oh, and some lovely purrs for all of us. Thank you for the healing purrs there. So Red Tiger Eye is, in addition to manifesting finances in a hurry, it's very protective from the regular, everyday, mundane types of things like bullying, being picked on, harassment, things like that, as well as the spiritual realm, so psychic attack and malevolent spiritual work. So that is Red Tiger Eye. There we go. Dumortierite is fantastic for patience, and I think I saw someone that mentioned something about Lila Ray, intention to be less irritable. Gotcha. So this will help with that too. So Dumortierite helps with pent-up anger as well as patience. Definitely patience. It helps with standing up for yourself as well as dealing with chaotic energy. And I did the tarot for all 12 signs. There is some seriously chaotic energy afoot. I definitely feel it. I think we all kind of do in our own way. It also helps improve situations that seem hopeless and can help encourage tidiness. So that is Dumortierite. And we've got Moonstone. I feel like this is the one that will kind of help with surrender. Moonstone can look a lot of different ways, but it's very connected with the moon, lunar cycles, rhythms and patterns of nature. It's very connected to the divine feminine and protection of women as much as it's connected to ancient wisdom and spiritual practices, to spiritual teachings. It's wonderful for intuition and with the divine timing and the rhythms and patterns of nature. So divine timing has a lot to do with surrender and also just sort of understanding that there is an ebb and a flow to things. And there are things beyond our understanding. This is a stone I often think of as being very aligned with the High Priestess in the tarot. And the High Priestess knows a lot. She is very, very wise. She is aware of all the secrets, and she's just kind of sitting in the corner, not saying anything, like, I know what's going to happen next. And that can be helpful with surrender, just trusting that there is a pattern, trusting that there is a time. We might not know it, but someone does. So I hope that that helps. So all the best to you. And let's see. So yeah, so that's for less irritable. Another one that can help with being less irritable is Chevron Amethyst. This can be very helpful with tolerance of others. Chevron Amethyst is a little different from regular amethyst. If you look, you might see in some of these specimens some lines that look kind of like half of a chevron or like a wavy line. It helps with taking our messages for spirit up and opening us to hear the response. It helps us to connect with angels. It helps us to connect with, sorry, Kitty is repositioning or running away. All right, bye for now, Hattie. It also helps us to connect visually and intuitively with our spirit guides, as well as when we're doing any kind of visionary journeying, visionary meditation, even dreaming or lucid dreaming. This can help us with that connection. It's also helpful for degenerative diseases and ailments. So we'll bring this in. So that definitely is good for tolerance. And I know it's going to end up coming in at some point, so I'm going to add it now. Howlite. We often use this for bones, fractures, breaks, as well as bone density and bone health. Additionally, it's wonderful for the joints. Howlite on a more emotional level is great for resentment, anger, and frustration. So this can be really helpful too. So I'm going to bring this in for you. So all the best. Yeah, that's being irritable is no fun. I totally understand. This is a stone that may help you find what the root cause is or find a good way to deal with it if there is one. Or it can just help kind of take the sting out of those really challenging emotions. So yeah, so we've got that. Good to see you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you for thinking of me and Jen, Patty. I appreciate that. Susan, intentions, more healing for Dexter, who was at the vet again today. I'm sorry to hear that. Awards for Greg's writing and ability to let go of what isn't serving your highest good. Absolutely. Let's do definitely for Dexter the kitty. We'll get some leopard skin jasper. We're also going to grab awards. We're going to get sunstone. Oh, Bev, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Oh, I'm learning all these new things about having a monetized channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. And let's see. Wow, we've got, yeah, that's my first super chat. Thank you, Bev. Hey, everybody. Celebrate. Firsts are happening. This is lovely. Thank you. It's good to see you. And Goddess of Four, Kanta. Oh, it's so good to see you all. Let's see. So I was working on intentions for Susan. So for Dexter, definitely leopard skin jasper. Dexter is healing from a surgery and struggling with some kitty cancer. So we're going to send lots of love to Dexter. My favorite stone for doing any kind of healing work with animals is going to be leopard skin jasper. And it's a little hard to see. They're a little small, so let me get some larger pieces in there. So leopard skin jasper is wonderful for not only helping heal any animal that you're doing healing work with, it also helps us to connect with our animal guides. It's also wonderful for anything impacting the skin as well as coordination and balance, and it helps to attract romantic partners that are a good match for us. So we'll bring that in. So lots of love to Dexter. And I can already see some requests for some stones that help with wound healing, and I know that those are going to help Dexter as well. So lots of love to Dexter. For Greg, with recognition for his writing, Sunstone, this is a superb stone for being recognized for what you do, as well as luck too, but prominence as well. This is a stone that helps with being noticed for all the things that you're doing, as well as bringing career opportunities and opportunities for promotion. Whether you're interviewing for new jobs and you want your interview or your resume to shine, or you're working towards a promotion or going for awards, Sunstone can be really helpful to get you kind of out there and standing out. It's also wonderful for anyone who promotes themselves if you work for yourself in any way. It helps with expanding our vision of what is our own potential, while also helping protect us from those who would exploit us around money or manipulate money. It's thought to really help there. It's also good for dealing with phobias. So we'll go ahead and we'll put some sunstone there. So anyone who's looking for a job, a promotion, or just being recognized for the things you do, that's a great stone. And letting go of what's not serving you. Oh, hey Gertie. What's up, girl? You want to play with a toy? Here, play with a toy. She's looking at that malachite. She's like, is this a toy? Is it not a toy? They got some new toys last night. They're very happy. This is malachite. This helps to move difficult and challenging emotions through the heart when we're processing anything that's challenging, or if we're having a hard time letting go of something. A lot of times moving through the emotions around letting go and what this item represented to us, or what this situation represented to us, letting go of it can help support us to not get stuck in that process. It's also wonderful for depression, anxiety, arthritis, and inflammation, It's helpful for pain. It's another one that's really good for phobias, particularly fear of flying. It's very connected with Archangel Raphael, who is a healer. And yeah, we'll bring that into. It's also good for insomnia. So let's bring this in. And Gertie, do you want to come up? You want to say hi? Yeah, little rescue kitty. You want to say hi or no? You being shy? They were singing loud this morning. Yeah, you want to say hi? Okay, okay. Waving her tail hello at all of you. Yeah. Oh, good stuff. Okay. Lots of love to you and Greg and Dexter. And thank you for being here. Patty, I hope for a grid that maximizes the powers and movements already in the air ether for joy, manifestations, and just going with the flow of things as best as possible. A stone that can really help to boost manifestations is bumblebee jasper. It gets its color from sulfur. It's got high amounts of sulfur. It's also got arsenic in it, so be careful with this one. I don't ever do direct water infusions, but this is definitely, if you do it anyway, this is not one to use. Neither is cinnabar. This can help with energy, vitality, and mental focus, but it's a strong supporter of whatever you might be manifesting. It also helps you to kind of get this motivation, like getting excited about getting to work, sinking your teeth in, and getting things done that you're excited about, and collaborative work as well. It also helps with just confidence and motivation in general. So that's bumblebee jasper. So I hope that affirms what you brought in, and thank you. For Chris's folks, Evelyn, let's bring in some rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite helps with mother-baby bonding and wounds around that, and emotional hurt around that. It's also great for heart and circulation, as well as telepathy and shamanic journeying, particularly to ancestors and our deceased animal companions as well. It's also great for stress headaches and asthma as well. So that's rhodochrosite. Taryn Strickland, manifesting, scholarships, job, business, and confidence. Absolutely. We always have there's something called communal chi. The more people come together with the same or similar intention, the greater the healing potential is magnified. It's the communal chi principle. But also we've noticed that while our situations might be very different, the core essence of what's going on with us is always very complementary. People can be, we've never met each other, we might not know each other's real names or where we're from, but the similarities in what we ask for at the same time are always just astonishing. And this is an example of it. So manifesting, we've got some good manifesting stones. Scholarship, job, business, and confidence. So let's do for job. Definitely helpful to stand out and things too, like we mentioned, sunstone. I'm going to bring in tourmalinated quartz. And this is when black tourmaline, which helps repel negative energy, is going through any form of quartz, regardless of the color, in this case green. This helps with breaking up really old, stuck energy, even stuff from childhood, and with breaking up scar tissue emotionally and physically. It's particularly helpful with manifesting a new job, a new gig, a new passive income kind of strategy, whatever it is, it can really help with it, whether it's actually like looking for a particular job or just another way to earn. So we'll put in the tourmalinated quartz. So I hope that helps. Business and confidence. Let's bring in some yellow calcite. It looks very similar to honey calcite. It has some overlap in meaning, but much more empowering to the solar plexus, which is your center of self, personal identity, and free will, and the things that are important to you. Very much confidence. So that is yellow calcite. It's also great for optimism. It's filled with joy, so it brings a lot of really positive energy in. It helps with releasing blockages around the solar plexus and your sense of identity, and helps you to set and hold better boundaries for you, as well as following your heart's desires rather than being overly influenced by the opinions of others about what you quote unquote should do or shouldn't do. It's like the don't should all over me stone. So we'll put that in there. So all the best for you. I hope that that's helpful. I'm glad to have you. Request for healing for your friend, Douglas. Oh, your friend Doberman was diagnosed with heart failure. Oh, definitely leopard skin jasper, but we'll also bring in some jet. Jet can really help with grief, including loss of people close to you and our animal companions. This is a type of fossilized wood that fossilized very quickly, usually because of volcanoes. Occasionally this can happen with incredibly hot forest fires, but this is also great for hospice and for helping those that are nearing the end of life transitions, whether they're very close or still quite far away. But yeah, whether that's human or an animal companion too. Also very protective against like the evil eye and anything paranormal too. Aww. And this kitty's like, yes, I hear about that Doberman. I'm sad and I send love. Yeah, little Gertie, you got some good energy. Yes, you do. So I'm so sorry for your friend. So that's to help your friend and to help with the Doberman too. So lots of love. I'm gonna grab a couple of Chris's requests before we keep going. Oh yeah, you reminded me well. Yes, don't forget to like the stream if it's helping you out. I appreciate the reminder, Patty. Thank you. Yes, the don't should all over me stone. It's don't should all over me. Don't should all over yourself. I love that. You're so welcome, Chris. Oh, and you're welcome, Taryn. It's okay, cool. Let's see. Hey, Catherine, good to see you. Man, yeah, like I said, we have so much overlap. So we did patience already with dumortierite, and we did tolerance of others with chevron amethyst. So we got you covered. Money manifestation, so far we have red tiger eye. And also for that, in addition to, oh, the neighbor's putting out the recycling and Gertie got scared. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, Gertie doesn't like certain noises like metal and glass moving around. She's not a fan. But to all of the abundance, let's go ahead and bring in citrine. This will also help with finding a home for me and Jen. Different homes, but homes nonetheless. This is helpful. Citrine helps with not only calling in financial abundance and money, it also helps with basic needs, which is definitely a roof over your head. So it's great also for balancing logic with intuition. It's helpful for nausea as well as fibromyalgia and addictions and compulsions. Additionally, it can help us to make the best decisions possible when it comes to finances, especially when we're working with kind of a limited finite amount. So that's citrine for sure. So we've got that. And with chaotic energy, yeah, there's a lot of chaotic energy in the weather, but just in general, there's a lot of chaotic energy around. Let's go ahead and bring in some fluorite. You're absolutely right. That is the stone for that. It's good for finding order in personal chaos as well as like the larger collective, including even like work environments too. It helps to bring comfort after a time of like chaos, and it brings a lot of relaxation. It's thought to be really helpful for mom and baby after birth. So that is fluorite. It's also helpful for teeth because fluoride. So we'll go ahead and it naturally forms in these shapes, which is wild. Fluorite octahedrons are so cool. So let's go ahead and put these in. Okay. Okay. So for Chris, we've got rose quartz, carnelian, garnet, aventurine. Carnelian. Rose quartz we're all very familiar with. This is a very heart-centered stone. This is another stone that can actually help a little bit with letting go of what no longer serves. It reminds you that there's an abundance of love available. So letting go of what no longer serves, you're less worried about what will come in its place, and that can be very helpful. But it's also a stone of love and self-love, self-respect as well. There we go. And anything around heart healing and emotional healing. It's a very powerful stone. Green aventurine is like a much milder version of sunstone in some ways. This helps to encourage you and help you to see that you are capable of more than you might think you are. It helps with anything that you're fearful around learning, like I can't learn that, I'm intimidated by it. This helps with that. Also with heart rhythms, allergies, and eye problems. But it's very encouraging when you're thinking, I can't do that, I can't do that. This one says, are you sure? I think you might be able to. Let's see. I'll be right by your side when you try. So that's green aventurine. Garnet helps with organization and practicality, as well as kind of getting things together. This is a stone of seeing outside the box so that you can find new ways of doing old things much more efficiently, leaving you more time in your life to enjoy and have fun. It's a very stabilizing energy. It brings a lot of creativity with that practicality. It blends the two beautifully. And it also helps bring a lot of strength and stability in times of change. So there we go. It's also great for organizing. Carnelian helps relationships and everything related to the sacral chakra, which includes fertility, relationships in general, sexuality, fertility. It also helps with cold and wound healing, so this will definitely help Dexter as well as attracting romance into your life. It can also help with, it's thought to help with eating disorders too, as is blue apatite, and of course with anything here. Everything I do is a complement to everything else. Nothing is meant to quote unquote cure a thing. Big deal health problems are not going to be fixed with carrying some rocks around, but they can certainly help. Not as a replacement, but certainly an enhancement. And this is very helpful for those things. So let's bring that in. This is also a great stone for creativity. So there we go. And we got moonstone and rhodochrosite and malachite. Okay, so we've got a lot of what you requested. I think we'll get to the rest. Let me grab blue apatite since we just mentioned it. Yeah, blue apatite helps with weight loss, weight gain, and really anything about food, any way that we relate to food. If you have an unhealthy relationship with food and you're looking to improve it, or if you're just looking to improve it to make it better from what it is, this is a wonderful stone to help you do that. It's also helpful with strengthening your auric field, so you're less likely to take on the energy of others, and it can help us to better understand our soul's purpose and have the courage to walk the path of our soul's purpose. So that's blue apatite. And I'll come back to the rest of yours if we have time, and I believe we will. Kanta, you believe your intention is covered with moonstone. Cool. Crystals for fatigue, backache, and inflammation. You got it. Inflammation, one of them is malachite, but also let's bring in some lapis. This is great for pain and inflammation. And for those of you looking for career advancement, this one too. Whether that career advancement is at your current place of employment or moving on, this is helpful. It's great for integrity, completion of tasks, especially like completing things that you've promised, living up to your word, integrity, honesty, open, deep communication, as well as inner ear and balance. Also helpful for curbing a tendency to be disorganized. It can help you to set intentions towards being more organized. But yeah, this will help pain and inflammation. So that's lapis, backache, and fatigue. Gotcha. So for your back, Amazonite is wonderful for the spine and spinal nerves. It's also very protective of women, and it's helpful for anyone who tends towards focusing on others and leaving their self-care needs kind of unmet. This can help encourage that. But yeah, it's great for the spine, spinal nerve, so backache it's helpful for. I am listening to some serious West Philly out there. I don't know if you can hear it. Traffic jam, somebody honked a horn and somebody went and made fun of them for it. And I'm just like, yeah, that sounds like my neighborhood. So if you heard it, I hope you enjoyed. Let's also do fuchsite. This helps with encouraging play and just play for the sake of play, which is very regenerative to the spirit. It helps with joy and self-care, but also helps with spinal alignment, sleep disturbances, and with carpal tunnel. So we'll bring this in to help with the back and the spine. And there was one more I wanted to bring in for fatigue. Rutilated quartz, and it's a little hard to see, but this is clear quartz with like these what looks like little gold and silver hairs in there, and those are rutils. This is thought to direct energy to where it's most needed, so it's been long considered a beautiful gift to anyone who's battling cancer. It's sort of like setting a good intention, like I hope all those treatments you're going through are going to where they are most helpful in your body and are of most use. But it's also wonderful to boost physical energy stores in the body, especially if you're really run down and really fatigued. So that is rutilated quartz. So where shall we place you? Let's place you here and here for now. So I hope you feel better. I hope you get some good sleep and feel a little bit more relaxed and restored and renewed. Hello, Sylvia. I hope you're well. Oh, Sylvia. You can't join the session, but wanted to pop in quickly and say hi and tell you that Phoebe is doing much better now. The kitty with FIP. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. I'm so super glad to hear that. I'll still put some moss agate in there today, and we do have some leopard skin jasper in there for helping heal animals, so we'll definitely include Phoebe in the sending. Thank you for letting me know. Lots of love to you, Sylvia. And you're welcome, Catherine. Let's see. Okay, so where was I? Okay. Chris, love and kindness, Reiki community. Oh, I think those are your gratitudes, but I just love reading them. Patty tree agate, moss agate. So we were going to do that anyway. So moss agate and tree agate have a lot in common. Moss agate is very highly revered in Chinese medicine. It's thought to help with curbing anything that, as they would say, has wind. And that's anything that's spreading through the body quickly that's seen as like an invader. And that's bacterial infection, fungal overgrowth, any kind of illness, really. It's also helpful for our connection with nature and helping to curb fears of the unknown, which is helpful when you're moving and you don't know where you're going yet, like me. It's helpful for healing the inner child as well as the higher self, and for connecting with unconditional love and just feeling connected to spirit. There we go. This is tree agate, and it does look a little bit similar. Tree agate is sacred in Ayurveda, which is the sister science to yoga. And in that system, same system that we see chakras in that system, there's a system of channels throughout the body that help direct the energy and carry the energy to where it needs to go. And it's much more complex than the chakras we're aware of. All the way down to like, think of it like in our vascular system, goes all the way down to like the capillaries and the tips of our fingers and things. Same kind of thing, but on the energy spectrum. This is thought to bring balance and harmony on no matter where your imbalance is. It's considered helpful no matter what your body's energetic tendencies are. And this is considered tridoshic, meaning whichever body type balance you might have or imbalance you might have, it will bring harmony and balance no matter what your natal tendencies are. So that's very helpful for physical healing on all levels. So we've got also chalcopyrite, rainbow moonstone, mahogany obsidian. Labradorite, epidote. Labradorite, epidote, and satyr. So we'll start there and I will keep on going. Septarian is very helpful physically for the muscles, whether it's spasms, cramps, weakness, or aches and pains. It's also helpful for skin wounds and healing, so I hope that this also helps Dexter. But this is also a stone of intense emotional healing. It's very good for the solar plexus, your center of self, personal identity, and free will. It's superb when you're doing emotional work. It can help you to get really deep and even feel super vulnerable to get the healing that you need on the deepest level. It helps you to grow emotionally and mature emotionally through what you heal. And it's also great for understanding the root causes of the beliefs, habits, thoughts, tendencies, cycles, and patterns that we have, so that we can understand and get to know ourselves a little better. It also helps with just shadow work in general. Oh, that was my neck cracking there. That needed to happen. Thank you. Labradorite is very helpful for better sleep. It's also great for clairvoyance, and that's our spiritual sight. This is one that helps with detailed attention, whether it's studying or researching, or if you're going through a lot of information with a fine-tooth comb. This is a stone that can help you to do that. It's also great for finding errors and with enjoying travel. It's thought to help too with discouraging disputes. It helps to like calm them a little bit too. So bring that in. Mahogany obsidian helps with releasing perfectionism. There's a statement that I often have taped to my computer that says, a done something is better than a perfect nothing. And it's very helpful for me. And this stone very much embodies that. I have a couple pieces right under my monitor. And It's great for meeting goals, vitality, strength. It's another one that's really helpful for carpal tunnel and for skin healing in general, as well as releasing the need for approval of others, feeling more confident in saying, you know, I know this is good. That's enough for me, and not feeling like we need someone else to approve of it. So I'm going to go ahead and put one here, kind of opposite our rutilated quartz. Oops, sorry about that. Rainbow moonstone is helpful for clairvoyance, connection to spirit guides and angels, especially if you're doing that work for others, but definitely for yourself as well. It's actually a type of white labradorite, and labradorite and moonstone are pretty closely related. You may have a piece of this at home that has black in it. That's also really common. In fact, this is also rainbow moonstone. This is what it looks like when it's raw and untumbled and unpolished. And this is like this was actually cut and shaped to be put into jewelry. It's called a cabochon cut. It's like pillow topped. It's like rounded on the top and then flat on the back. Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful. But yeah, it helps with connection to the divine and with spirituality and with intuition. Epidote is very helpful for illness and injury, but also for self-talk, the way we speak to ourselves. And I speak from personal experience. I've done a lot of healing with this stone with this. If the way you speak to yourself is not kind, this can help you to transition into a nicer way of speaking to yourself. It's also great for the brain and is particularly thought to be helpful for things like Parkinson's, and connects with the fairy realm. Also wonderful for the nervous system and the skin. Oh, and Gertie has come back. Are you going to sing for us? Wow! Hey you! Want to say wow? Wow! Usually when she meows, it doesn't come out meow, it comes out wow. There we go, that's epidote. And chalcopyrite, which is the gold in here, also goes by the name peacock ore, which can, as it oxidizes, it can sometimes take on a blue or green kind of color. That helps with executive function and focus, as well as like order of operations to get things done. It really helps to like balance and focus a pretty scattered and scrambled mind. It's also great for finding like things that are lost. So it's a wonderful stone for like mental function, I guess you could say. Being that it's surrounded by clear quartz always amplifies the stones around it. So this specimen is very powerful. We're going to go ahead and place that here. Actually, no, let's place it so we can see it. Okay, we can see it a little bit there. Let's do here so we can see it better. Yeah, there we go. And I'm going to come back to the rest of yours too. I just want to make sure I get everyone's. Okay. Oh yeah, are you singing to us? Oh, Patty, your sleep has been awful and it's definitely connected to spiritual things. Must be all the astro energy. Let's bring in some iolite. Iolite can help with better sleep, especially if it's spiritual things like intuitions, or if you were meditating all day and found it difficult to sleep. Oh, are you coming back up? Do you want to say hi? You want to say hi? Here, say hi. And it's Gertie. Oh, you're purring. Yeah, you're purring. Gertie wanted some attention and a butt scratch. Thank you for letting me cheer you up. Yeah, little butt. Yeah, little butt. Oh, good girl. Yeah, so that is iolite. Iolite can also help with weight loss if that's an intention of yours, as well as your spiritual sight. So whether you're journeying, doing any kind of visionary meditation, things like that, this can be really helpful with. Aw, Gertie came back. Why, yes, you can have my lap. That's fine. Oh, and a purring. And a purring. Hey, Vic. Oh, you're moving to a temporary place while looking for your own space. Hey, JS, good to see you. Yeah, there's a lot of finding a good space energy going on today. Me, you, Jen, we're all looking for new spaces. Gotcha. So let's see. We've also got JS, being fully present to your life and in your relationships. That's Herkimer Diamond for sure. Being in the present moment, calling in people, jobs, and places and relationships and experiences that are aligned with your highest good. So for jobs, definitely calling those in alignment with your highest good. Sunstone and lapis as well as tourmalinated quartz, all of which are there because, as always, we have so much in common. And people and relationships, we've got honey calcite, which is exactly that. For experiences that are aligned with your highest good, let's do picture jasper, which also goes by desert jasper. This helps us to envision future potential as well, so it's really helpful overall for what you're mentioning, but it's also wonderful for just thinking of new adventures, new opportunities, new, like, what could I do with this? What could I do with that? It's great for finding the hidden fears that are holding us back, and for even things like connecting with new cultures, moving abroad, or learning new languages, like new experiences. So we'll bring this in. So that is picture jasper. So let's put these here. And we'll also do one more that I have in mind. So there we go. There we go, picture jasper. Okay, there we go. Also going to bring in chrysocolla. This encourages us to follow our spiritual journey and follow our soul's purpose, and also making decisions in alignment with that. So as these opportunities show up, you can say, yeah, I feel like I'm going to say yes to this. So that's chrysocolla. That's a very empowering stone. Let's actually put this one here and here. There we go. Awesome. So that's in alignment with your highest good. So I hope you're doing well and all the best to you. Oh, this kitty just put her belly up so I can rub her belly. That's so ridiculous. Yeah, there's a lot of alignment. Absolutely. Harmony with housemates while transitioning. Emptying the spot by the date you need to. And that the other housemates also find other places to live. Oh, healing all the housemates. I'm so sorry. Not fun. Not fun stuff. Definitely harmony among a group is carnelian for sure, which is right here. And because there's so much synchronicity, there's going to be a lot of duplicated stones. But let's also do... Let's do this. Let's see. That'll definitely help. That'll definitely help. So peridot helps with fostering like friendship. And this is great for the friendships that help you to be the best version of yourself, but also helps with breaking bad habits and cycles. It's great for fidelity and everything about digestive issues, everything from acid reflux to Crohn's and everything in between and beyond. It's great for anger and jealousy too. It really helps dissuade them, and overall just a wonderful stone of working well with other people. Whoop. And Dalmatian jasper helps with clearing energy, like keeping the energy clear, and which helps foster cooperation, which is a great thing to have in alignment with your housemates. It's great for digestive disorders also, and it can also break up cynicism. But this is, when it comes to clearing your personal energy field, this is black tourmaline going through jasper, so it helps to clear the aura. But especially when there's a lot of big transitions, keeping your energy consistently clear can really help, especially if you want to make sure that you're not taking out your own frustrations and upsetness on other people. But yeah, cooperation for sure. So I think this will help your intention. We have just a couple minutes left before we have to transition into the Reiki, because I have a Reiki class tonight. I'm teaching Reiki level 2 Wednesdays this month, and Reiki level 1 is on a weekend this month. Every month I do a Reiki 1 and a Reiki 2, and it just flips whether it's a multi-week on Wednesday nights or a weekend. So I'm excited to lead that, but I hope your home hunting journey goes well, Vic. I mean, I'm sorry you're dealing with that. The witchy homestead, growing apart from friends is especially hard. Definitely what will help with that too is malachite. It can help you to like process like those, when it's a bittersweet moving on, it's good for the heart, so we don't get stuck in those heart feelings. We can kind of keep moving and let go of what no longer serves and open up to something else, but without holding that pain in our heart. So I hope that that helps. You're Gen X, nothing can break up that cynicism. Yeah, sometimes it's just a part of who we are. Absolutely. And ending karmic cycles. Oh, definitely. The blowout already happened. You just want to send off the energy with love. Yeah, let's do that. And let's also bring in aquamarine. This is one that helps with forgiveness. And that's forgiveness, whether it's the forgiving you to like set myself free and let you go, or the forgiveness to like give you another chance. Either way, this is helpful. It also helps to discourage any kind of petty behavior or like misdirected anger and stuff like that. This can be really, really helpful for that, to make sure that we don't do that. It's also great for may justice prevail and in general teeth, gums, and circulation of body fluids. So that's aquamarine. So that can help too. And I'm going to think of just one more. So I'm going to add just one more stone. And then we're going to have to get into the Reiki. So I'm sorry I couldn't get to all of Patty and Chris's requests. I'm so sorry. But let me just grab one more stone that kind of encapsulates everything here. And then we're going to quickly explain what Reiki is and dive into the session. So actually, if you wouldn't mind oh, you're totally welcome. If you wouldn't mind helping lift the energy of your space and our collective space here, go on ahead into the chat, click that like button if you haven't already, and share anything that you're grateful for, anything at all, and that'll help lift that energy. I'm going to pick one more stone and then explain what Reiki is. Oh, of course, Witchy Homestead. Let's see. Intuitively, aragonite comes out. Aragonite helps with healing old wounds and gives a lot of emotional strength. It clears the energy centers and speeds physical healing. It helps with relieving stress that we hold in our body as physical tension. So it has a lot in common with green calcite in that regard. And it's very connected with the root and earth star chakra. The earth star chakra is beneath the root, and that's where we enact our soul's purpose. So it's one thing to know what it is and to sense what it is. It's another thing to actually stand up and make the progress and take the steps. But it's also very, very grounding, and it helps to calm a mind that is just racing or bouncing around. So that is aragonite. And this is a type of calcite that was formed out of the remains of mollusks. So it's a super fascinating stone. So we'll go ahead and we'll place this here. Place that there. Awesome. Awesome. So again, thank you for being here. If you'd like to learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification courses, or if you'd like to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading, head on over to my website, Learn Reiki Philadelphia, to learn all about it. You can also find that link in the description. So Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term for energy healing. Specifically, I work with Usui Reiki, which is a style and technique created of working with energy that was created by Mikao Usui in the early 1920s in Japan. And it is deeply, deeply spiritual, yet absolutely secular. The concept of energy at the foundation of Usui Reiki can best be described by looking at Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan, where it is understood that everyone and everything is interconnected. And it's through that interconnectedness that, excuse me, one moment, I just have to. It's through that interconnectedness that energy flows between each of us and from spirit, supporting our mind, body, and spirit to make the best healing for ourselves in a given moment. So spirit supports and provides this energy, spirit as you define it, and it's available to all of us all the time, and our body, mind, and spirit are already working with it. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to this energy and direct more of it to you, wherever you happen to be and whenever you happen to be watching this. So Reiki also doesn't fall into the category of only being able to work with the same dimensional constructs that we are. Reiki can go anywhere at once and be anywhere in time. So if you're watching this in the future, you're going to have a beautiful session. And if you're here live, you can always watch the pre-recorded sessions. Hang on a moment. Spare you the fire engine. So you can always come back here and watch the pre-recorded past healing live streams playlist. You can always get some healing benefit from those pre-recorded sessions anytime you feel you need a session, including when I'm not live. But I am live 5 times a week, so you can always come here and get some live healing. You can also go ahead and set any intentions before a session, whether it's pre-recorded or not. During your session, you may feel some physical sensations, some emotional shifts, meaning emotions may rise up or be released. You may also get some deep epiphanies or just some clarity, and you may have a wonderful nap. But know that you don't need to do anything or focus on anything. You don't need to keep your mind silent, nothing like that. You can lay down or sit and just close your eyes, or you can do some yoga or journal or get up and get a glass of water. Whatever feels right for you in the next 25 minutes is exactly where you need to be. So go ahead and enjoy. At the end of the 25 minutes, you'll hear my voice come in. I will encourage you to come back to your space, and I'll reopen the chat. You can ask any questions you may have. During the session, I will turn down the lights. You'll notice that they move slowly and gently from one color to the next. They will not flash or strobe. And I'll turn up the music. If you want to learn more about our musical creator, she's linked at the bottom of the description. So let's go ahead and get into the Reiki. Sorry, things are going a little haywire. Here we go. Oh, pretty grid. Well done, everyone. Thank you for encouraging this grid and for co-creating it with everyone. I'm grateful for all of you. So everybody go ahead. Oh, and for Greg, who just came in with Chinese for dinner. Oh, that sounds lovely. So all of you go ahead, get nice and cozy however you feel to. I'm going to start sending, and you'll know the session is coming to a close when you hear my voice come back in. Thank you for being here today, and enjoy your session. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Move your fingers and toes. When you're ready, open your eyes. Thank you so much for being here with me today. It's an honor and a pleasure to have you all here. Thank you all, as always, for being so incredibly kind to each other and supportive of one another. Christina and Natalie, good to see you popping in. Gertie is taking a little Reiki cat nap and drooled a little bit, and it's super adorable. Just had to share. If you have any questions, go ahead and share them now in the chat. You're so welcome, JS. You're welcome, Taryn. Oh, Susan, I'm glad it was really clearing for you. Thank you all so much. Oh, you had kitty happy naps on your side too? Awesome. Awesome. So my next streams, because today is Wednesday, the next streams will be on Friday at both 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. East Coast US time. And of course, if you need some Reiki before that, you can go ahead and check out our past healing live streams. Just pick one by the picture on the thumbnail of the crystal grid and enjoy. You'll always pick the right one. And if you want to skip ahead to just the healing, you certainly can. Just skip ahead until you see the lights begin to shift and you can begin your journey there. Also, if you haven't noticed already, I did put out the tarot for all 12 signs. The only one I haven't put up yet is Cancer, and that will be up ASAP. I was hoping it would be up today, but the universe had different plans for my schedule. Oh, thank you, Patty. Thank you all so much. I'm going to go ahead here and get ready to bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude for each and every one of you. Thank you for being here. I'm going to go get ready to teach my Reiki class. I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your afternoon and a beautiful tomorrow. And of course, I am back, so not only Friday, 4 p.m. and 8 p.m., but also Sunday at 8 p.m., all times East Coast, US. So thank you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Take care of yourselves. I hope to see you back again soon, and bye for now.